Hi, I'm Kevin Luckman, VP of Marketing at New Era Electronics. In previous videos, we talked about how you can save money on a motherboard. This time we're going to zoom out from the situation a little bit, and we're going to talk about the entire embedded system. Now, with embedded systems, it's interesting because there are so many different industries that are out there that need them. And each industry has their own specific needs and requirements in an embedded system. For that reason, manufacturers can't offer a system for every specific need that's out there. Typically what will happen is a manufacturer will offer a general system design and offer several different variations on that system design, as well as branch out into a few different niche markets. So usually among 5 or 6 different manufacturers, you can find what you're looking for. However, it does happen that an OEM will be looking for a specific combination of parts and they can't find it in the current lineup, in the current product offering that the manufacturers offer. Conversely, it can also happen that an OEM needs specific features in their system, but the only off-the-shelf systems that are out there have way more features than they actually need, and so the price gets inflated beyond what they're willing to pay. In either of these two instances, the solution is to go for a custom system. With a custom system, you can get every single feature that you need and want in your system, and nothing extra. So sometimes a custom system can be cheaper than the off-the-shelf alternatives. Now, it's kind of hard to give a visual example with custom systems, just because by their nature, they vary so greatly from system to system. But I'm just going to show you 2 different examples of custom systems just to illustrate my points. Now, this first one here, it's a very simple custom system. This one was made to hold a 3.5-inch motherboard, has a simple aluminum case, and because of that, it dissipates heat pretty well, and it's also very cheap. Now the next one, once again, it's pretty simple. It looks a lot like the other one because of the aluminum case, and at first glance it probably looks like it's meant to hold a mini ITX motherboard. However, this one is a bit more unconventional. This specific system was made to hold a 3.5-inch motherboard as well as a router inside the case. So what would happen was the 3.5-inch motherboard would connect to the router internally, and the I/O that you see here was made for the 3.5-inch motherboard as well as the router. So we had to make some custom cables for that as well as some other accessories, which overall is a pretty simple process, but it gives you an idea of what can be done with a custom system, and there really are no boundaries. Now, there are drawbacks to going custom. Probably the main drawback would be the NRE, the non-recurring engineering charge. Usually that's not too much though. It does vary from system to system. To give you an example, for these 2 systems here, it was about $500 for the NRE, and that included these 2 prototypes. So that's really not breaking the bank necessarily, and it's not stretching it, especially if you're getting into big quantity orders. Additionally, with the custom systems, there is a benefit of you can get a custom paint job, as well as get your logo silkscreened on the system, and get a custom part number. And there is a definite benefit to having an exclusive OEM product. First of all, nobody else can offer that product. It's yours alone. Second, people can't bypass you in order to source that specific part from somewhere else. Now there is one more point I'd like to touch on before we end the video, and that is that when you go custom, the OEM and the distributor are both given a lot more control of the product life cycle. You can check each individual part that goes into the system, make sure that it's recent and has a long life cycle with the EOL dates pushed out far, 5, 7 years. And by extension, your entire system will have a long product life cycle. This is especially important for industries such as the medical industry, military industry, where the certification process plays a large part in the design cycle. So on that note, we're going to leave off for this video. I hope this was helpful to you. See you again next time. This video was presented by NewEraElectronics.com. For more info on related topics, check out the New Era blog.